Yeah, I'm sorry for the delay, guys. We're just about 3 minutes into the first round of Frankie Edgar and Ortega. Sorry for the delay, some technical difficulties, or the stupidity of myself. Here's Reagan coming back to you to play-by-play. Yep, here we go. Edgar now backing up. Ortega kind of coming forward with a jab. Edgar moving forward with his own jab and some quick two rights and another jab. And Ortega just backs up out of the way. Ortega with a jumping right kick. Interesting. Edgar just blocks it and backs up. Edgar now on the black line. Ortega in the middle. Edgar comes forward. And Ortega backs up with a left hook. Edgar now with a left and a right. And Ortega with a high right kick that glances off the side of Edgar's head. Edgar now on the black line. Ortega right in front of him. Ortega kind of circling to the side now. Edgar trying to figure out an angle. A huge low kick by Ortega, and Ortega immediately jumps into a guillotine. And Edgar kind of has to slide out of it, push him away. Edgar now with two jabs, pushing Ortega back to the black line. 50 seconds left. Edgar right in front of Ortega. Ortega kind of just trying to find an angle, pressing forward constantly. Edgar with two jabs, kind of land, and Ortega backs away. Edgar back in the middle of the cage. Ortega still coming forward. Ortega trying to get a left elbow as Edgar came in with a couple jabs. Edgar now back by the back line. Ortega coming forward. Ortega going for a body shot, but Edgar goes in for a shot and lands a right hand. Ortega possibly hurts Edgar with a left hook, and another right hand and a left high kick and a right uppercut. And Edgar looks very hurt. And Ortega comes in storming. 20 seconds left, and a right uppercut by Ortega. Another right uppercut drops Frankie to the ground. And two hammer fists end it. 60.
Wow.
Did it. He finished Frankie Edgar. Wow. Man. Wow. Then he was just gonna fight for the title. He came in and took this fight instead. And man, Ortega just kind of just didn't say no, came walking in the whole time. Wow. Yeah, hurt him with that left hook,
knockout.
left high kick, then another right hand even stunned him more. And it was interesting. Frankie just froze on his feet. Frankie's known so much for just moving and bobbing and getting out of the way. And he got hit by those punches and just kind of froze. And Ortega kind of just sat there and smelt it, I guess. Man, here it is. Right hand. Ortega, hits him with a huge left elbow. Frankie goes back. I thought it was a left hook. Left elbow. And now here's the right uppercut that drops him right to the ground.
Lifted him up off the ground.
Looked like it lifted Frankie off the ground. Unreal.
Watch this.
This right uppercut possibly could have lifted Frankie right off the ground. Boom. Unbelievable. It stopped his momentum as he was moving forward. And man, it looked like it knocked the feet right out of him. And two hammer fists later, the referee just has to jump in the way to protect the fighter.
You know, Ortega. I said Ortega was a dark horse coming up a long time ago. I had one of my close friends talking crap to me. Got me irritated and everything, like telling me that he was going to get smashed at any top level competition or whatever. But bro, this guy is not failing to impress me, man. Even the Cub Swanson fight, I was like, wow. And again, today, making history. The first person to ever finish Frankie Edgar. History.
Unbelievable. And here we're going to get the official decision. But yeah, in case you guys were wondering, we're still trying to figure all these things out. And we accidentally hit the stop broadcast button, which is not an easy fix. So here we are back. Glad you guys could join us. And Ortega looks extremely happy. They threw some kind of drink at him, and he's over there holding it, looking at the cameras. Extremely impressive performance, nodding his head, raising the hand. The crowd couldn't be happier. And wow, they even already have some artwork of him in there in the crowd. And yep, Edgar just gives him congratulations. And yep, even the words out with Rogan. Wow, 2 wows. Ortega looks super happy, getting his juice in. And here we'll get you what he's exactly saying. Hold on, we won't mess up this time. Yeah, man. So he goes and he's so humble in defeat. A lot of praise goes over to Frankie Edgar and talks about making history and that he envisioned this and he also envisioned the bad part. He was afraid of getting knocked out, and he said that the fear fuels him up. And yeah, man, this guy's trotting up to the top. Definitely looking towards a title shot with Max Holloway next.
Yeah, how could he not, right? I mean, he just beat the guy who had the title shot in such a fashion that's what they look for. We've been noticing is you want that exciting fights, people who just letting it all out there. And
too bad for
those guys at the moment.
Too bad for Frankie Edgar too, man, because it's just one of those moments when man, I mean,
he just looked like he was so much bigger than
he was up next for the title.
Frankie too, right?
Well, no, Frankie was scheduled to fight Max, and Max hurt his ankle, so he didn't have to take this fight with Brian. He could have sat back and waited for Frank to heal, but when keeping it real goes wrong, he kept it real. Said he's here to fight. Went out there, fought the next best guy, and this is how it worked out for him. And now, who knows? It could be a very lengthy journey to get to that title again after this. Who knows?
That's interesting. Yeah, and you don't know what stress factors happen. When you hear somebody's hurt, all that stress, and then this guy didn't have one stressful thing. All he heard is, he has a chance to possibly fight for the number one guy for the title. So, yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah. The drive that Ortega had for that. This is my one and only chance, even thinking,
Yeah.
Interesting, man. I didn't expect to see him finish him in the first round.
He had 1 month, right?
Yeah. I didn't expect to see him finish him in the first round. 4 weeks. 4 weeks and change.
It's Ferguson. Yeah, that was a super surprising. Yeah, kind of looked like Frankie just had to kind of get out of there a lot of the time. Ortega just didn't let him 1 second rest. Yeah, if you're just joining us, we're still kind of waiting for the next fight. We kind of got disconnected from everybody. Lightweight rankings, I guess they still have Conor McGregor on top. As the champion, Tony as the IC, and Khabib number 2. So Eddie Alvarez 3, Barboza 4, Poirier still up there, number 5.
How does that work? They didn't just say they stripped him. They stripped Conor of the title. Why do they still list him as the champion? It makes no sense. These guys.
Maybe the media guys didn't get that message. Okay, we're just still waiting for the next fight. And whenever we have a fast fight like that, you can imagine they're going to have to throw in some kind of filler.
So right now that filler is advertisements for Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Tony Ferguson. Who you like in that one, bro?
Unbelievable fight.
We spoke about this already, huh?
Yeah. That is the fight, right?
Yeah, I like Khabib, man.
Well, I don't know. Can Tony nullify him on the ground? If Khabib gets him down and Tony has guard can nullify him, then who knows what could happen? Khabib has to stay on the feet maybe more. We'll see.
Nullify him on the ground?
Well, just where he's not really landing many significant strikes. Not much is happening. They stand it back up, and now why go for another takedown if they're going to stand
back? He finished the first round with Kevin Lee mounted by Kevin Lee, huh?
Who's that?
Tony. He finished versus Kevin Lee. He finished the first round mounted by
but he's more of an explosive, unpredictable guy, Kevin Lee, and Nurmagomedov is whatever.
My prerogative is
Nurmagomedov or whatever is very whatever, like what he's gonna do. He's gonna try to grab you, he's gonna try to pull you down.
Here it is. They're bringing up the
the face-off picture of the main event. Cyborg versus Kunitskaya. I'm predicting that this one may end like a lot of the others on this card, with the exception of Struve or Lavsky.
Yeah, and some more Cyborg hype fillers right now. Yeah, I'm sure everybody's surprised, including the whole UFC staff, that it was finished. They might have seen that, we could have went either way.
Last longer than Dariush?
Oh, that's a question.
Or is she gonna last longer than that last fight?
Man, right? Yeah, what do they do, right? Did they just have the shortest show ever all first rounds?
Yeah. Good thing they have us here.
But there she is, working with Wink, Coach Wink.
I really think that fight,
she's got some high axe kicks you might have to watch out for, and some good push kicks, and some low kicks, and spin kicks.
Training with your buddy there, Frankie Lester. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Is she a more accomplished striker than Holly Holm?
Well, they're even showing how each camp broke down the fights. Very impressive format they have now. Keep you adrenaline the whole time, all the way to the ring. What do you think the odds are on this, T?
I don't know, bro. Plus 225.
Oh, that looks like familiar hills there, over in the high altitude. See, if you're ever going to go to meet Coach Wink and Jackson, you got to be expected to go run hills in low altitude and low oxygen.
Like Billy Boy on Mauna Kea.
Exactly. And here she comes out. Yeah, they're wasting no time. Five-round fight. Not a bad idea to go train in some of the best. Now she looks serious. Huge breath she's taking. No smile whatsoever. All business. Yeah. She knows what's in store. It's not going to be the funnest.
Not the most enjoyable
experience
of her life, maybe. She might walk into a couple stiff elbows.
But Holly went in there. Did Holly go to the distance?
Yeah.
Holly went the distance, so here we go. She's just studying all the tapes of Holly and Cyborg with Jackson guys, getting their intake on it. Let's see how they can put it together. Yeah, very good group of guys, her corner right there. That's why they're there. Awesome guys. There's the jiu-jitsu coach. And professional. Notice him. The glasses. Fought in Strike Force a bunch of times.
Wait, don't tell me. King of the Cage too. I know.
Man, yeah, from like heavyweight to like
fought Robbie Lawler in Pride and
yeah, fought everybody, right?
And Robbie Lawler hit him with a flying
knee
and
fought
slept
like
him into
Ninja,
the ropes.
everybody.
What's his name, bro? Oh, I hate that. Head trauma, man. Can't remember nothing. Joey.
Okay, we're about to start here, you guys. Lights are off. Announcements
Joey
coming.
Villa Center.
Yeah. Another easy name to say. Villain Senor. Villa. Yeah. Very, very fun tongue twisters. Some people's names. Okay, and here's the champ coming out. Same red earphones. Definitely keeping her relaxation. Doesn't want anything outside of her own thoughts getting to her. So here we go.
Huge breath of fresh air.
So as she takes them off.
Main event fighters are allowed to get their own t-shirts and stuff now as they come out. She has her own little Chris Cyborg shirt sponsored by Reebok. It's way better to see that than just the Uno card running out, black and gold Uno card.
Yeah, and here's another singer, you guys. So singers have been doing good. She's coming in, jogging in. Well, she's singing. And she's jogging in, kind of almost skipping in really fast. Her corner could barely keep up with her. And not even the security could keep up with her as it just reached her.
It's great, man.
And she's ready to go. Yep. Tito now sporting the headphones. Mr. Perillo giving her some water. Big hugs by all of them.
She forgot her Vaseline for her face. She just went up there. She's ready to go.
Yeah, she's ready to go. She bypassed House. House now putting the Vaseline on. 9-fight win streak she has. Pound for pound, #1 female fighter in the world. Couldn't disagree with it.
She's held featherweight titles for Invicta as well as Strikeforce. A little bit of a shallow of a pool for the 145-pound female athletes here in the UFC. So hopefully you see a little more development of that division in the months to come. But as of now, this is what we got, and we're gonna roll with it hard.
Man, yeah. Well, the Portuguese women are doing great, right?
But I mean, there isn't enough women's featherweight fights going on. You know, there's bantamweight fights going on and strawweight fights going on. Some 125-pound fights going on, but other than Chris Cyborg's title fights, there's not many 145-pound women fights happening at all to broaden that pool of fighters.
What did Mackenzie's?
Well, that was
strawweight only, yeah. Right? You're right. Yeah, she looks like a force at strawweight. Very technical. Okay, that looks like they're announcing them. Here's Bruce Buffer, third most excited person in the octagon. Yeah, both of them serious, not taking eyes off each other.
Introducing
Kunitskaya. What is Kunitskaya's first name?
Yana.
Yeah, it's easier.
Yana
is serious. And referee Herb Dean will be the guy. Ring card. Oh, Cyborg just can't be any more confident, I would imagine. Yana not backing down.
I wonder if there's
hands on the hips.
If there's any weight differential of the belt.
Excellent posture. Oh, and Bruce Buffer breaking it down.
Getting excited, jumping up and down a little bit. As usual, though.
Might be another minute. I guess they're just announcing the names.
Trying to see whether she lasts longer than Hernandez or Edgar. Maybe Dariush.
Man, if she can go the distance with Cyborg, man, it's almost to the point is it worth to go the distance?
You gotta be landing hella leg kicks.
Okay, 56, 5'6",
plus 800 underdog, man. I was thinking
plus 800.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so if you guys got your money on her,
that's your main event.
Man, should be interesting.
Plus 800.
Must be nerves right now.
Man,
they're announcing her. She is ready though, bouncing up and down.
Did they have to put that up?
And here she is, Cyborg. Oh, yep. Very, very ready, pacing back and forth,
minus 16.
Not stopping her movement, keeping moving. Very ready. Looks 5'8", negative 1,600 favorite. I'm not sure if these guys know anything that we don't, but what do you think, T? Does that seem a little ridiculous?
Yeah, to win $100, that's how much you got to put down.
Man, to win $100, you put down 1,600.
Let's do it. Hey,
man, if she was gonna take a fall and she bet everything against the other person,
Cyborg looking a bit bigger up between the two.
Okay, here we go. They both touch it. They touch before the fight, so don't expect the touch in the middle. Expect them to come out ready. Yana still just eyeing her down before the fight even starts, not blinking a second. Okay, she's got a little rhythm bounce going. Cyborg ready, and here they come in. No touch. Both women in the middle. Boom, just kind of circling around each other, kind of seeing who's going to take the middle. Yana in the very middle. Yana going for a push kick. Cyborg now pushing forward. Huge right hand lands for Cyborg, knocking Yana to the corner. And Yana shoots down for a single leg, gets Cyborg down, and now Yana's on top. But a right hand just knocked her all the way to the cage before that. Somehow Yana took it and is now on top of her and just holding her in the guard. Cyborg trying to get up. Cyborg using one hand on her head. Now gets her other knee down and gets to one knee now. Yana goes still holding a single leg and holding her other leg down low. Now Yana grabs a body lock and gets to Cyborg's back, trying to get to her back. Cyborg's trying to spin out and Yana holding her strong. Cyborg kind of walking on all fours to the cage and trying to get up. Yana on Cyborg's back, trying to get her hooks in. Cyborg all the way to her feet. 4 minutes, 9 seconds in. Cyborg grabs one hand, spinning out, getting her back in the cage. Yana still shooting in, trying to hold in, very strong. Going in for a body lock now. A right arm underhook, trying to go for a single leg right now. Cyborg pushing her face extremely hard, trying to hold Yana off her. Cyborg gets a right knee to the body. Yana returns a knee to her leg and now shoots in for a double leg attempt to grab her knee. Cyborg defending well with a wizard, getting her knees back, being real strong against the fence. Yana still holding her, using extraordinary amount of energy to hold her there. Cyborg's trying to get 1-2 right hands as she's leaning against the cage in a wizard. Yana still trying to hold the body lock. Yana with the right knee to the leg of Cyborg and trying to get a left knee to the body. Cyborg still just in a wizard, stuck against the cage, can't do much. Yana holding very strong. Cyborg possibly trying to breathe, trying to withstand this storm. Yana still going very hard for this body lock, landing knees to the body and knees to the leg. Cyborg finally gets her hips back and goes for a knee to the body, and Yana shoots back in, pushing her against the cage. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left. Yana, 2 arms on there, trying to hold Cyborg against the cage. A knee to the nut leg again. Cyborg is trying to get Cyborg goes back to a wizard. Cyborg now gets a knee to the body of Yana, and Yana returns another knee. And Cyborg trying to pummel back in with one arm over a wizard. And Yana shoots as she went for a pummel for a single leg. And now Cyborg's getting a 1-2 punches to the head. And Yana pulls her away from the cage and shoots back in. And Cyborg is sprawling with the wizard against the cage. Yana pushing still extremely hard for this takedown. 2 minutes, 40 seconds. And Cyborg with the split legs open, single leg against the cage by Yana. Yana now lifts her leg off the ground, forcing Cyborg against the padded corner. Cyborg getting her leg back down, forcing herself back up. Yana getting pushed off, and now Cyborg gets a knee and a huge right hand by Cyborg, and Yana bounces back. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Cyborg coming forward strong. Right hand to the body by Cyborg. As Yana goes for a push kick. Huge right hand by Cyborg, drops Yana to her knees, and Cyborg jumps on her. Left hand by Cyborg. 2 minutes, 11 seconds. Yana on the ground. A kick attempt to the head is stopped by Cyborg. Yana goes for the jab and gets caught by another big right hand by Cyborg. A push kick from Yana. She's trying to keep her away. Cyborg right in front of her. Okay, got her timing perfectly. Another right hand by Cyborg lands and pushes Yana to the cage. Another push kick from Cyborg and another right hand drops Yana to the ground, and she kind of ankle picks her and lands 1, 2, 3 right hands, 4 right hands, 5 right hands, 6, 7 right hands, and she's on top of Yana. 1 minute 42 seconds. 1, 2 more right hands. 4, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 hammer fists now. 2 hammer fists, 2-handed hammer fists, and they stopped the thing. 1 minute 34 seconds. Wow, what do you think, D?
Just way too much for Yana Kunitskaya to handle. Cyborg, it was right off the bat, the punching power was apparent. I don't know if it was part of the game plan for them to kind of fake like you got knocked down and hit that low single because it worked really well for her off the bat. We're like, oh my God, got Cyborg down. He was holding her down for a second. They jumped on her back. And then we're like, whoa, this could be shock the world time. And then they break. Action starts again. Cyborg comes in, big, huge shots, drops Kunitskaya. Kunitskaya tries that quick little ankle pick again. Didn't work out so good the second time. And then Cyborg, I kind of wish Cyborg would have stepped back, let her stand back up, let her bang it out a little bit more. But, she pressured her onto against the cage and ground and pounded her until the referee jumped in and stopped it. Safe win, safe victory for Cyborg. Yeah, just too much of an opponent for Kunitskaya. She just stood no chance up. There was a quick highlight where she looked like she was going to take Cyborg's back, but when it came to exchanging punches, the power was just too much for her to handle. That was just obvious.
Man, perfect right hand right in the beginning. Knocks her against the cage. She almost looked like she closed her eyes, and then Cyborg follows up with a punch right into the solar plexus, and Kunitskaya somehow gets a takedown off of it. But then in the end, Cyborg was just too much, kept her pressure, and boom, body kicks, and just had a perfect distance. Everything she threw appeared to land.
Oh, look at that. Grabs her shirt, pulls it down. Couple shots. Kunitskaya is trying to pull her shirt back up real quick. Elbows, hammer fists. It's done.
Well, here we'll get what they say. Give you guys a kind of brief description if you guys like, but right on, Cyborg won. Thanks for joining us, guys. And yeah, unbelievable.
Kunitskaya is bummed.
Yeah, Yana looks very sad.
So yeah, check you out next event. We're always here for you guys with Play by Play Radio, and we'll talk to you at the next one. Aloha.
Yeah, aloha.